We're live. We are live, and welcome to race number 2 of 1992 here in the 1992 throwbacks. And race 2 of 29 here in the 1992 throwbacks. I'm already botching my lines. I'm only 5 seconds in. Anyways, we're just going to go ahead and take a look at the point standings here real quick. Not much to see because there's only been one race. We're going to Rockingham for race number 2 here in the 1992 throwback season. Let's figure out... who's going to be on the pole. It's going to be number 7. It's going to be Alan Kowicki. Alan Kowicki is going to sit on the pole for the race. Oh, wow. All right. So let's go ahead and see what we've got here for top 10. We've got Alan Kowicki on the pole. Tim Richmond second. Davey Allison third. Terry Labonte fourth. Mark Martin fifth. Ken Schrader 6th. Then we have Phil Parsons 7th, Bill Elliott 8th, Kyle Petty 9th, and Ricky Rudd will end up rounding out the top 10 here at this slightly longer than a mile oval. A track very difficult to get around here. Tires fall off very quick. It always makes for some really good racing going on. We've got plenty of storylines going forward, but before we get into that, here's the command for today's race.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
The engines have fired. Pace car is out and underway. Again, Alan Kowicki leading the field down. We've got plenty of storylines going in. Tim Richmond, Alan Kowicki being 1-2 is definitely one of them. The green flag is out and we are underway here from Rockingham. And there you go. Alan Kowicki's going to jump out to a quick lead. Tim Richmond trying to gather second. Davey Allison trying to get to the third position. Mark Martin might be there to cut him off going down into turn number 3. No, he cuts off Mark Martin, and Kowicki will take... Davey Allison will take the second position. Kowicki will lead lap number 1. We're already going 4 wide back here. Look out. And there we go. Jimmy Hensley's in the wall. One of our rookies are in the wall already. Going into turn number 1, a mistake by one of our rookies, and the caution flag will fly. Racing back to the line, it's going to be Alan Kowicki. And welcome to Rockingham, Jimmy. I know it's not your first rodeo here, but it's your first rodeo in a cup car, and definitely not the greatest idea there. 4 wide. Something that you typically don't see at Rockingham. I don't think the 66 made it 4 wide, but let's go ahead and check the tape on that. Oy, it's always a little scary when things get like that. Alright, so we're just going to go here through turn 2. Let's see what turn 3, rather. Let's see what happens. Yeah, the 66 is just in a bad spot. Rusty Wallace gets under him. Terry Labonte's way up top. You can see him trying to get out of the way. And then Hensley just runs out of room. Terry Labonte's there. Harry Gant somehow misses that. And yeah, so Terry Labonte, someone trying to get some redemption this year, already in the wall. And Jimmy Hensley, one of our 2 Rookie of the Year candidates, fighting it out with Kenny Wallace, also in the wall. Let's dial up Harry Gant. Let's see what he ends up recalling from this, because that was a little crazy. On board, Harry Gant. Oh! Very close. Very close. Barely even got out of the throttle, man. That's why they call him Handsome Harry Gant. He's able to get through that basically with ice in his veins. So some pit stops have already happened. This should come as no surprise as tire fall off is so extreme here at Rockingham. It basically demands pit stops to happen no matter what. So we'll go ahead and take a look and see what the top 10 looks like once the field comes around. Should get it updated here. I believe the 8 is on the lead lap. I'm just waiting for my updating timing scoring. There we go. Alan Kowicki is your leader. Mark Martin in second. Larry Pearson third. Kyle Petty fourth. Another driver that seems to do very well at Rockingham, and that 42 car is fast. Phil Parsons fifth. Davey Allison sixth. Dale Earnhardt seventh. Tim Richmond eighth. Darrell Waltrip ninth. And then Rob Moroso in the Oldsmobile rounding out the top 10. So we've got 2 Oldsmobiles, 3 Chevrolets, a Pontiac, and 4 Fords up here. Not a bad running so far. So nobody's going to end up retiring after those incidents. 66 is going to be okay, along with the 94. However, the 71 and 26, they think they may have gotten together after the fact. Let's see what ended up happening here. Trying to get on the pit road. It looks like the 75 got into him. Yep. Trying to get on the pit road. So that explains the 71, but now how about the 26? He's just been on pit road. Yeah, it looks like he's just been on pit road. Were there any major incidents to the 26? Taking a look at the tape. No. Looks pretty normal to me here. 26 comes down pit road. No problem. Just hasn't left. Oh, that's someone getting heavily into the back of him. I need to see this. Oh, wow. Rusty Wallace plows into him trying to get out of pit road. Now, Rusty Wallace is one of the favorites to win this race, so that is kind of big. Anyways, the green flag is back out and we are underway. Alan Kowicki is your leader, but now here comes Larry Pearson. Looks like he's strong off the restart. He might try to contend for this. Oh! Alan Kowicki really loose there. You can see him smoking up the tires. Good Lord. Wow. Anyways, Alan Kowicki seems to have gotten a really good run off of turn 4. Either that or Larry Pearson really dogged it. Either way, Davey Allison will move into second. Dale Earnhardt to third. Now Dale Earnhardt looks down to the inside of Allison. He's going to try for second. He's going to drive it hard into turn number 3. Can't quite get there. Allison will remain in second. Meanwhile, Kowicki's gone to about a 1-second lead. Back here, the battle for fourth with Phil Parsons now down on the inside of Larry Pearson. Looks like Pearson's still stuck on the outside. The 1's going to be able to get around him. The 20 of Rob Moroso now trying to get around the 1 of the 1 of Phil Parsons. Rick Mass 16. Rob Moroso will stay behind the 1. Now here we have Harry Gant. Phil Parsons and Harry Gant coming off of a very, very good run at Daytona. We'll see if they continue to have their good runs. Right behind them, Ernie Irvin, someone who did not have a good run at Daytona, trying to get a top 10 here today. So far, so good through the first 10 laps of this race. And man, people are really driving hard into turn number 3. That's something that I can tell you is going on here early. Pretty much everyone is diving very hard into turn 3. Turn 3 is very dive hard intoable. This track is so high banked that you can basically just throw the car into turn 3 and see if it sticks. Right now, it is, but as these tires start to wear out, trust me when I say that those cars are not going to stick very much longer. Hey, there we go. Ernie Irvin's going to get around the 33 here. Irvin with a very good chance to get around Gant. As they go into turn number 1, looks like Irvin's will get the position. Bill Elliott will also get around Gant. So give 7th to Irvin, 8th to Elliott, 9th to Gant. Oh, he entered turn 3, and I think Elliott's starting to fly here, folks. Yeah, Bill Elliott is definitely starting to get going. That 11 car now trying to move through the field. He's going to get underneath the 4 car of Irvin here. And there we go. The 4 trying to get 7th. Saw some smoke up there, but I think that's just from people just driving it so hard into turn number 3 that obviously can't last for long. But some of these drivers, I tell you, they know more about the track than we do, so who am I to say? Harry Gant drove it in too hard into turn 1. He slips up. Here comes Kyle Petty down to the inside, trying to take 9th away. Tim Richmond right behind Kyle Petty. Now Kyle Petty drives it too hard into 3. He'll slide up. Here comes Richmond down to the inside of the 42. And now Mark Martin's trying to get involved. There we go. Richmond's going to go around the 42. No problems there. Now Mark Martin trying to get around the 42. Once again, no problems there. And oh boy, this is quasi 4 wide almost setting up there. This will turn up to 3 wide though. Morgan Shepherd down low. Darrell Waltrip in the middle. Gant up high. Gant backs off. Morgan Shepherd's going to gain a couple of spots. And now we have Rusty Wallace, who made that contact on pit road with Ricky Rudd. Does not seem to be affecting his car too much. He's working. No, that car is a lap down, so never mind. Never mind on that. Ernie Irvin now getting around Bill Elliott here. And how about this? A really good showing for the Savola brothers so far, as Larry Pearson seems to be doing really well. They did not have a good race at Daytona. They've come right back here at Rockingham. They might have unloaded a top 10 car. We'll see how Larry Pearson will continue to evolve through this race. Usually what will happen is we'll see these slightly lower tier cars. They usually do well for the first couple of laps, but once the run really starts going, these guys start falling through the field in a hurry. We'll see if that will continue to be the case. Right now, Tim Richmond is coming through the field now instead of Elliott. He's trying to wrangle, I believe that would be the 6th position away from Irvin. There you go. And there you go, he's got it. P6 for Richmond. Now going up towards the front, we might actually start seeing a battle for the lead here, as Alan Kwiecki has not necessarily been the fastest car. Taking a look at it around that time, fastest driver was actually the one of Phil Parsons. It was the fastest one around the circuit that time. So you could definitely see there are gains to be made. Now how about this one? We haven't seen this car anywhere near the front. This is probably the best that Moroso's looked in his entire career. Running up here in the top 5. Remember we were talking about when a top 15 was good for this team? And they've come firing out of the gate. They were really fast at Daytona, and now it looks like this team might be contending for a top 10, maybe even a top 5 here. Running 5th right now. Yeah, and their speed's actually really good. Taking a look, the last time that they came around the track, it was 150.096 miles an hour, just shy of a 24.4. So that 20 car definitely dialed in. We'll see how it continues to go. Usually, like we said, these cars that we aren't used to seeing up front, they usually have good short run speed, but they fall off quick on the long run. We'll see if that continues to be the case. Right now, Alan Kwiecki holds the lead. Something that he's not typical of doing, something that Alan Kwiecki has done pretty much his entire career, is snub wins very late. He'll pass very late. He doesn't typically dominate races. It's not something that you see Kwiecki do often. He just happens to be at the right place at the right time, or just makes the right setup adjustment on the last stop, and then all of a sudden he's just there and takes the lead in the last 5 laps. Seems to be a signature trait of Kwiecki even during his championship run. 1991 was really starting to trade that around. It was actually starting to dominate a couple of races. But it's hit or miss. Meanwhile, Davey Allison's been the exact opposite. Since he had his rookie year in 1988, where he had one of the best rookie years of all time. He even won 2 races. He won 1 race, rather, at Michigan. So, like, one of the best rookie seasons of all time. And then, that 2018 has done absolutely nothing since that rookie season. 1989, we're talking outside the top 20 in points. 1990, barely getting into the top 20 in points. 1991, last year, finally starting to break in towards the top 10 in points, but never really challenging for a win. Davey Allison here in 1992, this team, they are proving it here today. They're out there challenging for a win right now, trying to usurp the 1990 champion in Alan Kulwicki. Right behind him in third, we've got Dale Earnhardt, and this is a team that really needs to bounce back. Dale Earnhardt got into that very severe accident in 1990 at North Wilkesboro, and it's kind of really changed his career since then. He hasn't necessarily been the same driver. He basically lost all of 1990 and a lot of 1991, but towards the end of 91, we were starting to see the old man in black back. We were starting to see the old Dale Earnhardt return. And seeing this 3-car up here, 1, 2, 3 right now with Kulwicki and Allison, maybe this is a new guard. It'll be interesting to see what these two are able to do with a 3-time champion in their rearview mirror. I imagine that Earnhardt's just going to sit back there, or he's going to have a terrible run off of turn 4 and almost get passed by Phil Parsons. Daytona 500 winner, Phil Parsons. Not a sentence I thought I was going to be saying, but here we go. His second career win ends up being the Daytona 500. That's got to be a huge morale boost for this team, and right now they're proving that that win's not going to end up being a fluke. And with how much 1.5 mile speed that they've had, it's not surprising to me that they're up here at Rockingham trying to contend for this race. This is a team that has historically done very well at these tracks. Just never the speed to win. Very similar to Davey Allison in that aspect. You'll see him run in the top 10, but never really contend for that win. We'll see if Phil Parsons actually has the race-winning speed today. That's pretty much your top 4 in a nutshell. Going back, man, what a run from Rob Moroso today. This team's got to be patting themselves on the back right now. It's just been a very, very solid run for that 20 team so far. I mean, 5th. I mean, he's about to get passed for 5th by Tim Richmond here, but 5th. No complaints, I imagine, even if they get passed by Richmond and eventually Mark Martin here. That's a lot of damage on the back of the 25. It looks like someone has definitely gotten into the back of the 25. We'll look into that later to see what ended up happening. I don't know if that was part of the skirmishes on pit road, but it hasn't affected his speed much, as there you go. Tim Richmond will go into the top 5. Another driver searching for redemption this year. We'll see if he ends up finding it. Battle for second. Dale Earnhardt up beside Davey Allison. There goes Earnhardt down to the inside. He'll get around Allison. And there you go. Dale Earnhardt to second. And he's not going to waste any time. He's going to attack Allen for the lead right now. I don't know. He dove it really hard into turn 1 and 2. Allen took a cool, and it looks like that dive bomb's not going to pay off for the 3-car. Not paying off that time for Earnhardt. And here, Mark Martin, a 1991 season that I don't think is going to be forgotten. A 3rd place finish in points, not bad, but when you consider that he was leading in the points without a race win very deep into the season, makes you think that this season just kind of slipped away from Martin. Hopefully that won't continue to be a trend for this guy. He's been very, very good since he's come into the Jack Roush organization. Really his second year, 1989. He started being really good, and then 1990 he was excellent. 1991 he probably should have been up there with Wallace there competing for the championship. It just wasn't meant to be, unfortunately. Right now, Mark Martin running pretty in the 6th position. And it seems like everyone is converging on the leader, but not really able to make a pass on him. Now we're seeing some of the long run cars starting to come alive. Davey Allison, maybe he started to push his car too hard too soon because he's getting passed here by Phil Parsons. But more importantly, both of these guys are about to be passed by the 25 of Tim Richmond. And Mark Martin peels down to pit road. He'll be the first of the takers. So we knew that pit stops were going to be coming relatively soon. This is usually a 3-stop race. You figure, a 2-stop race rather. You figure somewhere around lap 40. Then somewhere around lap 80 you'll see people coming in. Tim Richmond is able to get around Phil Parsons here. Now I imagine the 1 and the 28 are coming to pit road. They are. In fact, the rest of the leaders are coming down pit road after they saw Mark Martin hit pit road. But Tim Richmond, he's going to collect the 5 bonus points for leading a lap. Very, very important, as he learned back at Atlanta in 1989. You better stay out to collect those 5 bonus points. Man, that just came back to bite him. All he needed to do was lead that 1 lap, which he could have done, and the caution flag is out. Something happened to Dallenbach. The 25 cuts down to pit road. Aren't pits closed? Calamity happens as a caution will come out during a pit cycle. Elliott's got the lead, but he's going to have to pit. What happened to the 41 car? We're about to find out here. Let's see what happens. So the 12 just gets into Richard Petty, so Hutch Strickler just misses it, and the 41 just comes and clobbers him. So the 12, oof. Not good. So we saw Tim Richmond. We'll go on his onboard camera. Let's see what he was able to see. You could see him wrecking right there. And oh wow, you see the contact. And here he does coming into pit road. Now, pit road, I imagine, was closed, so I don't know what they're going to do about that. I imagine that's going to be tail end of the longest line for the 25. Yeah, it's definitely not going to... It's definitely not going to be good for the 25. Rusty Wallace coming down pit road. Basically, all the people that didn't end up pitting during that cycle will have to come down. And I imagine some of the people that did pit will probably still come down anyways, because that's how much tires mean at this track. It's so important to get them. Even if you only have 5 laps on your tires. Not even 5 laps. Even if you only have 5 laps on those tires, you gotta come into pit road. So let's see what we've got here. We've got Dick Trickle, who's a lap down. I imagine he's just trying to desperately hold on to a lap. Either that or he wasn't able to duck down into pit road. Either which way, caution flag's going to be lifted here, and he's going to go down to the inside. And now, okay, we have a lot of drivers trapped a lap down here. So let's take a look at live timing and scoring to sort this mess out. Your leader, all right, so your leader is going to be Alan Kawicki. Alan Kawicki is your leader, and I think everyone on back here is how they're going to roll off. So it's going to be Kawicki, Earnhardt, Parsons, Petty, Irvin, Elliott, Pearson. Yep, Bobby Hamilton and Richard Petty up here in the top 10. And then you have Davey Allison, who just went down pit road. And also Bobby Hamilton, who just went down pit road. And the green flag's coming out like now. So we're probably only going to have 8 drivers on the lead lap because of this very untimely caution. So we'll follow. This is position number 11. These cars are on the tail end of the lead lap. The green flag is out. We are underway. And we already have Rick Mast in the wall. That's nice. And look out. The 2 leaders are up here. And there we go. Jimmy Hensley's in the wall again. And this time he's on his roof. And he gets hit again. Earnhardt's involved. This is the second time we've seen someone take the tumble here at Rockingham. And Hensley on his roof. Caution flag immediately displayed. Kyle Petty is your leader. And I can't say that I'm surprised. Unfortunately, Jimmy Hensley, with very bad luck, he gets hooked here again. Let's see what ended up happening. Yeah, people trying to file through. Somebody's slow on the bottom lane. I can't tell who it is. Rick Mast just gets into the 66. The 3 just spins out. 16-25 went into the wall. Earnhardt saves it for the most part. It's another driver. Very reminds me a lot of... Oh, no. Get another angle of what happened here. Yeah, you could just see the 16 will get into him. It just pops him up onto 2 wheels. His car just goes around. Very reminiscent of Rusty Wallace's wreck a couple years back at this track. And then you're going to have the 68 just come around. He is already out of control. T-bones him. Now that is passenger side. Hensley is reportedly okay. He was able to walk away from the accident, so that is all good to hear. Unsurprising to see a caution there. Yeah, I'm not too surprised to see a caution there either, because whenever a field gets stacked up behind a bunch of those cars that are on the tail end of the lead lap, somebody always gets hung up on the inside lane, and then it's chaos because the leaders are all starting in the back. And then you get stuff like Alan Kawicki and Tim Richmond just chugging it up to the outside lane, hoping for something to stick. And then nothing sticks, and then that happens. So let's see what the lineup will be here once... We'll see what we have here once the field gets settled back going here. I don't know who's going to be on the lead lap, who's not. It looks like we're going to have 25, 26 cars on the lead lap according to timing and scoring, but we'll just have to see how everyone lines up after these stops. Lots of people pitting for damage. Just an unfortunate and just a really unfortunate timing of the caution there. And yeah, Jimmy Hensley, a day to forget here at Rockingham. Well, that means that it's a really easy day for Kenny Wallace, I guess. Yep. Really easy day for him. Easy points. Oh, unfortunate for Rob Moroso. He's gotten involved. He must have gotten involved in that incident somehow. He's all torn up. That sucks. That was the top 5 car today. Ricky Rudd trying to work his way through the field. Now Earnhardt's there trying to work his way up. Rusty Wallace is set back yet again. But we have 28 cars on the lead lap. Rick Mast, first car 1 lap down, 29th on the inside lane. Kyle Petty is your leader. So the leader's actually going to start off from the front here. It goes Kyle Petty, Larry Pearson, Bill Elliott, Phil Parsons, Ted Musgrave. That is your top 5. As the field comes down, and we're back green. Tim Richmond does not get going on the inside lane. Meanwhile, Kyle Petty's trying to get gone. And Bill Elliott just tried to eject Larry Pearson out of the top 10, and I think he might have done it. Yeah, he got thrown way to the outside lane. I don't know if that was contact or if that was contact initiated or not, but yeah, that 8 went to that outside lane in a hurry. Kyle Petty's got to be loving what he's seeing right now, trying to get an, well, caution. And it's going to involve Terry Labonte and Dick Trickle. 25 does not get going. The 25's just not going. There you go. The 25's around. And now the 90. I'm not quite sure what the 90's going on here. Yeah, he just comes back up on the banking. He's around. That involves the 94 and the 26. More importantly, the 25's just turned here. Does anyone hit the 25? The 75 got in the wall there. No, 25 just harmlessly hits the inside wall. Nothing really to see there. Just 25 hits the inside wall. And that's a really torn up Terry Labonte car. And it looks like this race is going to be one of attrition. And I wouldn't want to be anyone other than Kyle Petty right now. And it's really starting to remind me of one of those old North Wilkesboro races where they'd just be absolutely wild. We'd just have an incident every other lap because the track surface was just ice. Yeah, the track surface might as well have just been ice. Goodyear just couldn't get the tire compound to work at that track for several years. They had it fixed now, but here, oh boy, we might be having that issue here where we're just gonna have to figure something out, because yeah, we can't be having a caution every other lap. We are on lap 52 of this race. Kyle Petty is your current leader. Bill Elliott second, Ted Musgrave third, Jeff Bodine fourth, Alan Kowicki fifth. And how about this? Super Bowl winning coach Joe Gibbs in his brand new team this season, second start ever, with hotshot young driver Dale Jarrett. He's up into sixth. You never know what you'll be able to find once you pull back behind those curtains, man. Dale Jarrett, I'm sure he's going to be a great, great NASCAR driver at some point. He's had some really good runs. I mean, he was running in his own car last season, driving basically what was a souped-up version of his Busch Series car, the 32. Just had to be an owner driver for a year in the Cup Series. Just didn't have any opportunities coming to him. And all of a sudden, Joe Gibbs wants to start up a Cup team. Calls up Dale Jarrett, says, hey, you want to ride? Hell yeah, I want to ride. So Larry Pearson, that last restart was very destructive to him. He's fallen all the way back to 7th. That could have been way worse, though. And we'll see how this goes on. Kyle Petty, his dad, Richard Petty, in his final season. This won't be his final race at Rockingham, as we still have one more to go. But at least Richard Petty, in his final season. Pace car down on a pit road. And here we go with the green flag again. And Elliott did not get a good start there. Elliott with a very bad start. And now, oh wow, the 6 was in the wall pretty good there. And now, Kyle Petty with, yeah, Kyle Petty's in a really bad spot. Here we go, Jeff Bodine going to take the 9 car to the lead. There you go, Bodine now to the lead as the yellow flag will come out again. Ugh. Big pile up on the back straightaway. Big pile up. Mark Martin in the wall, in the wall, in the wall. This car's getting too close together. Yep. 5 gets into the 6. 30's involved. 21 into the wall. 52 somehow not getting involved in that. 52 is going to get around that just fine. And the caution has come back out. This time, Bodine is your leader. And for those that thought that Melling Racing was going to be dead without Elliott, well, they're wrong. So we're on lap 57 now of 123. We're under caution again, as it looks like it's going to be another couple laps of yellow here. Nobody's coming down pit road as I wait for timing and scoring here to update. We've got Jeff Bodine in the lead, Ted Musgrave in 2nd, Bill Elliott 3rd, Ernie Irvin 4th, Larry Pearson 5th. Chad Little is now up into 6th. Richard Petty up into 7th. Jimmy Spencer 8th. Dave Marcus 9th. And somehow, Rob Moroso has worked his way into the top 10. 25 cars a lap down, so he wasn't able to get going at all on that restart. He just got trampled. I'm just looking to see what we've got. We've got 26 cars on the lead lap, and here we go. Everyone's going to line up. 27 cars on the lead lap. Yep, Gant's still on the lead lap. So 27 cars on the lead lap. Lake Speed, your first car, 1 lap down in 28th. Your leader is Jeffrey Bodine. And here we go. Green flag is out and we're back underway. This time the outside lane seemed to have gotten a really good start off. Hopefully we're able to get going here. Everything seems to be clean. That is not clean. That is Bobby Hillin Jr. blowing smoke, and that is Hutch Strickland spinning out down the back straightaway. And that is the caution coming back out. And that is somehow the 55 holding on to second place. So let's see what happened here with the 12. Not able to get going. Hits hard off the wall with Dick Trickle. Line them back up. We'll do it again. And there we go, we got pit stops. Some pit stops happening anyways. That'll shuffle the lead to Ernie Irvin. Are these lap cars gonna go down to pit road here? No. They're gonna restart on the tail end of the lead lap, aren't they? No. Oh, yeah, they might actually, because they stayed out. We'll see what we end up doing here. Are they going to tell the lap cars to go to the inside lane, or are they going to stay in the outside lane? Let's see what NASCAR decides. They will stay in the outside lane. So that will put 29 cars on the lead lap on this restart, with Tim Richmond being a lap down in 30th. Looks like Dick Trickle's going to come around for 31st. And They will be the only cars on the track that are a lap down. Just those two. The rest of them are now behind the wall. The 52 is gone, the 12 is gone, the 2 is gone, 94 is gone. 68, 66, 28, 41, 49, 31, and 32 are all out. Tell you what, that Tim Richmond has not looked the same since that incident involving the 41 of Wally Dollenbach, so definite problems there. Pace car comes down. And the green flag is back out. And Elliott trying to grab a quick position right away. Meanwhile, Chad Little trying to jump down to the inside, trying to split the middle 3 wide. That doesn't work out for anybody as Dale Earnhardt gets into the wall. And now here comes Bill Elliott jumping down to the inside of Ernie Irvin. Very loose getting into the turn. 4 wide, 4 wide, 4 wide. Kept it cool. Hopefully going to continue to keep it cool here. I don't think we will. Oh, very close to another disaster there. Everyone just trying to get sorted out. Still got cars all over the place. Earnhardt goes to pit road. These guys are slipping and sliding all over the place. Yeesh. Anyways, Kenny Wallace is up in the top 10. Good job, Kenny Wallace. You just lost your top 10. As quick as I'm able to say Kenny Wallace is in the top 10, Kenny Wallace is no longer in the top 10. So that brings your leader to be number 11, Bill Elliott. As we get a little bit back to normalcy here, as pretty much our entire second stint has been taken up by the yellow flag. Now we'll probably see these guys hit one more time, somewhere in the range of around lap 90. And then these guys will be able to make it to the end, hopefully with no more cautions. Yep, Kyle Petty will fall into second position here. Rightfully so, that car's on rails. Third place is Ricky Rudd, and these guys have fought super hard to try to get to where they are right now, but he's about to get ran over by Sterling Marlin. And there he goes, the 22 is just going to get right around the 26. And now Marlin's got the third position, rather. 3 wide, very close. 9 is in the wall, 26 is in the wall. Everything okay, though. Oh, that jumbles things up a bit again. Oh, watch the 83 slow. Slow 83. Everyone's able to get around for the most part. Looks like everything's okay. Oh, boy. Larry Pearson not having a good corner again. He does not like turn 3 or turn 4. Yeah, it's not treating him very well. Ron Moroso somehow able to get into the top 10 despite the shape of his car. And now it seems like everyone has calmed down a little bit, so we should get some honest-to-goodness Scott car racing here, guys. How about in the middle of all this? How about that 55 car being in the top 5? How about this 18 car being in the top 6? I mean, he's about to get passed here by Allen. This is going to make it 3 wide off of 2. Maybe these people haven't calmed down at all. These drivers are crazy today. I don't know if they're driving with a sense of urgency because they don't know when the next caution's going to come out or what's going on, but clearly there is a mad dash for positions going out there right now. Jeff Bodine will get around Alan Kowicki. Michael Waltrip trying to move into the 9th position. He's around Ernie Irvin. So Michael Waltrip and the Bahari Racing guys having another great day. These guys almost won the Daytona 500. So in the lead with a lap to go. Jeff Bodine now gotten around Dale Jarrett there. That'll be for 6th. And now back up towards the front. Bill Elliott might not be the fastest car on the track. Taking a look at the lap times, both the 42 and the 22 are faster by about 1/10 of a second too. It's pretty significant. So we'll see what Kyle Petty's going to be able to do. Can he get around this 11 car? There's an old saying in stock car racing, and that saying is, you can catch them, but it's really hard to pass them. And this is a track that isn't necessarily known for being that hard to pass at. There are plenty of passing opportunities on this track. There are multiple grooves to choose from because of the really weird racing surface here. You have plenty of passing opportunities wherever you want them. You just got to go get them. Kyle Petty right now pretty much just copying Bill Elliott's line. We'll see how long this lasts. As the 1 gets a really good run off the turn, he might be able to pass both the 22 and the 42. Parsons trying to go back to back. That'd be something. That would definitely be something to see if that 1 car can go back to back. We knew Parsons was going to be a force to be reckoned with, but man, I didn't think he was going to burst onto the scene like this. Down to the inside of Kyle Petty, going for position number 2. He might have the car to beat right now. There we go. Phil Parsons has gotten around Kyle Petty. He's up into 2nd. Sterling Marlin might be able to take 3rd away. Not quite. We'll see what Parsons is able to do. He's going to drive it very deep into turn 1. Can he make it stick? No. But he's still right there on Elliott. He's going to try to drive it hard again into turn 3. That didn't work. It seems like Elliott slid up just a little bit more than Parsons. Parsons down to the inside. We'll see what he's able to do to get into turn 1 again. And there you go, Parsons to the lead. Pretty much finally, Phil Parsons has taken the lead here, and that might be a very difficult driver to usurp the lead from. I thought he had a very fast car before all the calamity happened. Now that most of the big guys have been taken out, that 1 car is probably the class of the field out of everyone that's left. Looking back at it, Jeff Bodine, he's gotten around the 55. Now, Bodine has tasted the lead earlier on in this race. Had to fall back through the field. Now we'll see what happens. He seems to be pretty fast right now. 42 did not have a good turn 4, and now he's about to be passed by the 22 and the 9 both. And I'll tell you what, the 9 doesn't just want to get around the 42. He's going to want to get around the 22 as well. That 9 car is looking pretty fast. Pretty fast, I tell you. Looks like Musgrave's also going to try to get around Kyle Petty. There you go. Marlin just gives way. He's just like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that. And Musgrave's going to be a benefactor. He just went from being in 6th to being in 4th. Just like that. Flip of a switch. 55 car looking good. Is Elliott coming to pit road? Elliott coming to pit road. A little early, I would think. Phil is gone. Now Kyle Petty, he's going to try to get around all these guys. That 1 car is just checked out at the front of the field. 3.1 seconds the lead. And rapidly increasing. These 4 guys are all battling with each other. That's only going to allow the 1 car to check out even further. It's going to be interesting to see where we're taking a look at the times here. Now here he goes, Sterling Marlin closing in on the 42 as this is still a battle going on. Phil Parsons is still way out here. Phil Parsons got about a 4-second lead now. And now with pit stops definitely taking a stronghold here, we'll see what ends up happening. Tell you who isn't going to pit road here, 42. Nope. And Jeff Bodine's going to use Moroso as a pick. Bodine back to second. Phil Parsons is staying out. And it's going to be really interesting to see where that 11 pops out at. He's going to come out way ahead of everyone, but man, when everyone else pits, he's going to be really far behind on lap times. So it'll be very interesting to see if this pit strategy pays out for Big Bill. Yeah. Could be a race-winning move. I mean, pit strategy is not exactly what comes to mind when I think of Junior Johnson victories, but win's a win. Now we're getting a lot closer to when I think that everyone's going to be coming down a pit road here. It is now lap 90. Everyone can pretty much comfortably make it from here, so I expect everyone to be diving down a pit road in very short order. And man, Parsons is just pulling away and pulling away further and pulling away even further. That one car is doing real well right now. Oh, we'll see what happens. He can't make it all the way to the end. We know that. I think these guys are just out on much older tires than Parsons. Kyle Petty comes down to pit road. Man, it's going to be really interesting to see how everyone ends up filtering out after this. One of the things that these caution fests bring is that they do bring a lot of divergent strategies. Once you go back to green, you usually have a crazy green flag pit stop cycle if one ends up playing out. Right now, we're coming up on one of these crazy green flag pit stop cycles. You gotta imagine the 11 right now is in the best spot. We'll see once we get everyone down pit road. Crossing the line here, we only got 30 laps to go, but you just see the difference between new and old tires there as Mark Martin just blows by Phil Parsons as if he's standing still. Yeah, tires just drop off so harshly at this track. You can only do so many laps before it's like you gotta bring it in. Oh, Phil Parsons is saying, I gotta stay it out. Yeah, this is starting to not be a very smart move. Elliott is in 7th. Wow. Yeah. That is a big wow. And here's that 9 car of Bodine, so crazy race. So the 11 car is coming to unlap himself here. We have 6 cars currently posted on the lead lap. If you want to know the difference between new and old tires, here you go. Phil Parsons, that last lap, turned a 25.874. Bill Elliott, that last lap, 23.896. Oh boy. Bill Elliott's actually down in 3rd. I believe the 1 has pit. Yeah, 1 is on pit road. The 9 is also on pit road. So we're going to cycle out. Bill Elliott is going to have a huge lead. Like, big league. Now the question is are Elliott's tires going to hold on? How big of a lead does Elliott have? I don't even know who second place is going to end up being. I think it's going to end up being Chad Little, of all people. Now here's the 9 car. He's just coming out now. He pitted from second place, so he's going to end up a lap down here, I'm pretty sure. Once things end up settling out. Yep, I can confirm 9 cars now a lap down. And your second place car is the 15 of Chad Little. He is in second place, 7.5 seconds back. I think Elliott might have just... yeah, this team just big-brained the whole field. Elliott just won this race on pit strategy, and pretty freaking brilliant pit strategy, if I may say so myself. Yeah, an excellent job, but it should definitely be said that those guys that just came out of pit road, they're going to be charging very, very, very hard. They're not going to care about their tire wear at all. But they're going to have to come from more than a lap down. Now, interestingly enough, Phil Parsons has cycled back around. He has cycled back around to, believe it or not, 4th position with the freshest tires on the track. Now, his tires haven't warmed up yet, and he's about to get passed by Sterling Marlin, which that'll be for 4th if he can get there. But the 11's got much older tires. I believe so does the 15 and so does the 4. So maybe this is the battle for the win. I'm not quite sure. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Right now, what I could tell you is that Chad Little is having a hard time with lap traffic. He's trying to get away from the 4 car. He's trying to get away from everyone. He's trying to get his best career finish. Right now, he's in second. And Bill Elliott is just crossing his fingers and hoping that he can hold on for 20 laps. It's going to be the longest 20 laps of Bill Elliott's career, let me tell you. No, they ain't. The longest 20 laps of Bill Elliott's career is that 1989 Atlanta Journal 500. But these 20 laps are going to be... It's excruciatingly long as a driver. Well, Elliott's going to try to make it all the way to the end without pitting. We're going to see how that works out for him. He's about a second slower than Sterling Marlin and Phil Parsons. They have more than enough time to be able to make up to get up to Bill. Yep. We're within 20 laps to go. Sterling Marlin is 10.7 seconds back. If it's going to be a delta of about a second a lap, Marlin will get there with 10 laps to spare. Not counting lap traffic and all that jazz, obviously. Kenny Wallace, the other rookie, pretty much getting handed the rookie of the race today with very bad luck by Jimmy Hensley. Running in 15th, not bad for the new team. Not the highest running new team right now is Dale Jarrett in that 18 car. There he is, 7th place right now. Making Joe Gibbs very happy in only his second race, getting a top 10. That is something special. That team's going to be around for a long time. Get used to seeing that 18 in the top 10. If anything, Gibbs has a lot of money to throw around with his Super Bowl winnings. So here we go. Phil Parsons and Sterling Marlin just blew by Ernie Irvan. And now they're going to trade second. Now I believe Parsons does have fresher tires out there than Marlin, so this will definitely be advantage Parsons if this plays out. Now if they can make it, if they can catch Elliott, which they absolutely can do, pending lap traffic. This is... Oh, wow. Parsons just pulled away from the 22s. Gotten out of there. It should be noted, the 11's still another 7 seconds up there. Like, they gotta go. They gotta make up over a quarter of a lap yet. And it's 14 laps to go. But how long can that 11 stay out there? I don't think they can go another 10 laps, man. I don't think they can go another 10 laps. They're bringing it in. Oh, boy. New leader. Number 1, Phil Parsons. We'll see what happens. Right now, number 1, car to beat. Phil Parsons trying to go 2 in a row. He'll pass his quasi-teammate in Harry Gant. He's trying to get away from that 22 machine. Elliott ends up going a lap and a half down here. Not the greatest look for that pit strategy, but hey, they tried. And damn did they try. So Phil Parsons trying to snatch win number 2 in race number 2 of 1992. Maybe it's going to be that one car that's going to be around for a very long time. We might have to get used to seeing this car up towards the front. Ten laps to go. Parsons just got to hang on. Tire wear's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good, I gotta say. Should be able to make it to the end. 10 laps to go. It's all about making sure those tires make it to the end at this point. If the tires don't make it to the end, it's a moot point. The whole pit strategy that they've pulled is completely gone away. Still got all these cars with divergent strategies out there, so there's such a mix of speeds. It's almost like running a practice session out there right now because so many drivers are on so many different strategies. 8 to go. Parsons, 2.5 over Sterling Marlin. All he needs to do is hang on. Now, call me crazy, I don't think they can make it to the end. I don't think that one car is making it to the end, and neither is that 22. So Elliott might still be in the driver's seat to win this race. Yes. Should be noted that that 11 car may still be in the driver's seat to win this race. Just keep an eye out for him. And keep an eye out on that one car. 6 to go. Honestly, the tires aren't looking that good on that car. It's almost fallen off to beneath 25 seconds at this point. It seems like mid-25s is when they got to come down, but it's got to make the tires last. 5 to go. There's no way he pits. No. There's just no way. They'll figure out a way to make that car last until the end. Marlin starting to fall off of a cliff, though. It's going to be a bad omen if that 22 car's got to come in. 22 staying out. 4 laps to go for Parsons. Elliott is still flying around this track, it should be noted. Well underneath the 24-second mark. Three laps to go for Parsons. All's good. Yep, everything's checking out right now for Parsons. Everything's checking out real good, real nice for him right now. Parsons to get 2 in a row if he can hang on. 2 laps. 22's still out there, and the 11's coming to unlap himself here. Unfortunately, it looks like Elliott's just going to be a lap short. Oh boy, don't come in contact with the 42. White flag for Parsons. Yeah, he can limp it around the track now. He's got this. 22's backed way off. The 11 will get his lap back. But that's not going to matter. Phil Parsons is going to come off of turn number 4. And he will win back-to-back races starting 1992. Phil Parsons wins a very chaotic race. Chaos definitely reigns supreme here. Put everybody on weird strategies, but everything comes out in the end. Phil Parsons is your winner once again. As we'll go ahead and take a look at those standings. That's going to put Phil Parsons obviously in the lead with 2 wins. But the Junior Johnson cars are right there. And hey, Harry Gant's still in 4th. How about Michael Waltrip and Ted Musgrave in the top 5 in points to this point? Chad Little seems to be doing really well. Richard Petty in his final season seems like he's doing all right. Davey Allison not having the season that he wants so far. And I think a couple of other drivers as well can say that. Specifically Dale Earnhardt. Anyways, that's going to conclude our coverage here for Rockingham. We'll see you next time for the Pontiac Excitement